Ugh. Be warm in here, ain't it? Tiny bit?
Just a bit.
Yeah, it's a bloody heatwave. Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's me, RoBKTA again, showing myself. Even though in this miserable heat and weather, we're having a bloody heatwave in the UK, but it's okay.
Is it like 34 degrees today?
Yeah, something like that. But I'm okay with that because I'm on 2 weeks holiday and I'm taking advantage, to chill out a little bit. And which better way to do it if not like playing the game that'd be eating away mine, and I hope not only mine, life away, Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch. With excellent timing, actually, I was able to even experience the entirety of the final Splatfest, aka the Splatocalypse. If you're watching this in your own Team Chaos, good job, guys. If you were on Team Order, it's okay. You've been good opponents, guy, and thanks for everything. Once the final Splatfest was over, though, it left a little bit of a void in me, like for everybody that played it, really. So one morning, I don't really know what happened. I just felt inspired. I picked up Korg Gadget and I did a little ditty on it, which is basically a little rearrangement of color poles from Splatoon 2 in the style of a very specific and famous 80s song. It's never gonna give you up. I'm not good at keeping secrets. I posted a song on Twitter, and what happened is that it appears that many of you liked it. Like, many. Many. Too many. Look at those figures. So, since many of you appreciated it, for some freakish reason, I thought that we do a little bit of a thing, okay? I always wanted to make some Korg Gadget tutorials, and so did my girlfriend, innit?
Yeah.
Okay? But I also wanted to show you what went in my head when I decided to do this thing. So I thought that maybe it would have been fun to make a short video as a breakdown of what I did in Korg Gadget. So I have a Nintendo Switch here, hooked to the capture card. The camera is right in front of me. There's even CircuitBird, my girlfriend, that is helping out with things.
We unleashed hell.
Yep. And so I'm gonna just show you what I did, what goes on, and what was the idea behind it. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's get to it. So the thing with that remix is that the main idea that I wanted to do is something that was pretty common in Italy, basically in the commercial industry in the 90s, which is called making the plaster of a song. What does making a plaster of a song means? Try to imagine that you have a glass of water, you take the water out, and instead you pour orange juice or orange pulp, depending from the Splatfest results. Try to think of this as a version of the 90s and no copyright music. Basically, you want to try to make an original song with the same sounds and the core progression structure of a very well-known song. So, how do you do a plaster of a song? First of all, you look for the source. That's why I'm gonna go right now on YouTube and look for the song itself. So, once it loads right here, let's see. Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. 10 hours. Alright, let's see what we get. Ah, yeah.
This is basically why we're part of Silver Gunner.
That's it. There we go.
10 hours later.
Alright, so we know the song now. The thing when you're remixing something is that you gotta get into the mindset that you definitely want to try and deconstruct a song. How do you deconstruct a song? What does it mean? It means that in your mind you know exactly what you're gonna play. So, once we're okay with the source, what do? Korg Gadget, of course. There we go. I'm gonna open it up, and just for the sake of convenience, my song is already done. So, the first elements are, of course, the freaking 80s tom drum roll. And for that, I'm gonna use a gadget called the Tokyo. The Tokyo is a drum synthesizer, which is a collection of 4 different modules. One for the bass drum, one for the snare drum, one for the toms, and one for the percussion. I'm gonna ignore the bass, snare, and percussion and only concentrate on this one right here, because it has this nice sound that I'm interested in. That's the one. So we're gonna add a little bit of delay, and we have already the first thing that we're interested in. That's good. So we're gonna go with the drums. Now, the drums are never gonna give you up. Are made using a drum machine that is called the Roland TR-707. It's not the 909. Learn the difference. It can save your life. So this is the drum pattern. For this instance, remember what I told you. We're doing the plaster of a song. So you can do the plaster of a rhythm. So we have basically the rhythm of the song that goes something like this. of course there are variations to that. We're using something called the London. The London is the drum machine module that you find by default in Korg Gadget and uses samples. Another layer of drum machine in Never Gonna Give You Up, which is based on percussion. So we have two congas, and when we unmute the two, and we have only like the drum roll and the two drums, it goes like this. It's the rhythm part solo, like really, there's nothing to add to it. But now, remember that we're making a plaster of a song. So the big question is, how do we make the melody of color poles work with the same way the progression goes in Never Gonna Give You Up? First of all, we're gonna concentrate on the bass. The bass sound is a classic FM sound from the 80s. Okay, for the bass, we're gonna use a gadget called the cameo, which basically is what is closer you can find to the synthesizers of the 80s. And we're gonna use a preset called the May Bass 4, which sounds like that. And the bass progression goes something like this. Note this is pretty close to the Never Gonna Give You Up progression, but it follows the melody in color poles. So that's where we're making a plaster. Next step, we need an electric piano. And I'm talking about that electric piano, the sound from the 80s, the cameo again. This kind of sound, the piano that sounds like a freaking bell. So with the piano, we can get the chords from color poles, and the pattern sounds like this. Simple enough. Just having all of its elements together, the drums, the bass, and the piano, it sounds something like this. It's marvelous, but we're not done yet. There are simple little ditties that we want to add. The first ditty that I want to add is the little brass section, because there is a brass section Never Gonna Give You Up. So I'm gonna use two gadgets here. One section with this brass sound. And I'm gonna couple it with this synthesizer right here. It's called the Phoenix, and I'm gonna use a very basic synth brass sound. So basically when you play all the sections together, so we're not done. We have a part of strings that goes in it. It's a very simple part, just like... Another thing that I wanted to add is the little background singers that are in Never Gonna Give You Up, but unfortunately I don't have the same budget, so I have to improvise. So I'm gonna use the Marzil again, and I'm gonna have a choir patch. And basically when we add those elements, they sound like this. And now, so basically we have a good 90% of the tune complete, but now we need to put the core element that is from Color Pulse, the lead melody. I don't know Inkling, I don't know about you guys, I cannot sing Inkling, or I'm not ready to sing while drowning, so I'm just gonna use a much more human solution, and add a couple of synthesizers doing the dirty job for me. So when we play these two, they're basically gonna sing Color Pulse's melody. Yes. I know what you're thinking. Basically, is like the breakdown in Into the Light, and that was my intention in here. So we have the chords, we have the melody, we have the lead, we have everything, and what do we obtain in the end? Cue it up. there you have it. We plastered a song using another song, and we made out with something completely freaky, but it was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'm really sorry if I'm not the top tip shape today, but it's only because of the heat. Anyway, again, thanks for watching, thanks for playing Splatoon 2, let's play it together sometime. If I see you online, you know me, I have the same username everywhere, so you can find my music everywhere, you can support my YouTube channel, you can support my music, you can support my Bandcamp, my Spotify, everywhere. You can support my music everywhere. This is RoBKTA, and I'll see you next time. But can you get me the fan, please? Oh. Yeah, this has been a little bit of a chore.